everyone. I'm Catherine Heller, and I am thrilled to welcome you to Math 120, Math for Liberal Arts. Now, I'll be teaching this course with my colleague, Dr. Matthew Pons, but because of social distancing right now, we thought it would be easiest for just one of us to do the welcome video, so he looks forward to meeting you all in person shortly on the 25th. Now, there are a lot of goals for this course. It is a great course. We're going to talk about everything from graph theory to financial math. We're going to look at the math behind voting and behind how electoral districts are drawn, connections between math and art and math and music, and even how we fairly decide who gets the next kidney on an organ transplant list. Hopefully some of those topics sounded interesting to you. I do think this will be one of, if not the best math classes you have ever taken, because that's one of our goals, is to give you guys a positive experience in your last math class. Can you believe I just said that? Your last math class that you will ever take. Okay, now the purpose of this video is to go over a few logistics for our course, and then also to alert you to 3 tasks that I would like for you to complete before our first day of class. All right, so first, logistics. Our course is being offered as an in-person course, and that's just because our course enrollment is small enough that we can all safely fit inside the classroom together while maintaining proper distance. Now, the best way to really engage with the course is to be there in person with us, to be present, to be ready to dive into some of these topics all together. And so we will encourage you to come to lecture in person as much as you possibly can. However, everyone's health and safety, of course, has to come first. So if you are feeling ill, if you have been in contact with someone who has the coronavirus, or if you just feel more comfortable watching lectures remotely, then you are welcome to do so. So while in-person attendance is strongly encouraged by Dr. Pons and myself, it will never be required for our course. Now, if you choose to attend lecture in person, which we hope that you will, then just keep in mind that a mask will be required and that you will be expected to keep proper social distance from your classmates. All right, so to talk a little bit more about these logistics and those 3 tasks that we'd like for you to complete before that first day of class, we're going to hop over to Blackboard, so let's head over there now.
Okay, so here I am on Blackboard, and if you are new to the college, this is blackboard.nocontrol.edu, and the first thing you're going to do is just log in using your North Central username and password. And you're going to find our course, Math 120, Math for Liberal Arts. And the first thing I want you to find over here on the side is the link for online meetings. So if you click on that link, this is where you will go if you ever need to watch lectures remotely or need to meet for office hours. So you will see the option here for class lecture. If you come over to the side, you'll see there's a circle with 3 dots, and if you click on that circle, there's the option to join session. So if you ever need to watch lecture remotely, this is exactly where you will go to do that. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind when you are watching remotely. The first thing is to always make sure that you keep your microphone muted unless you are asking a question or making a comment. That just helps reduce the feedback and also can save you from an potentially embarrassing situation. So keep that microphone muted unless you need to say something. And then be mindful of your appearance. Now, we don't care whether you watch lectures in your PJs or a prom dress. We just want to make sure that everything is always appropriate in the event that you need to turn on your camera. One other thing I want to point out while we are here, if you ever miss lecture or want to go back and re-watch something, if you come up to where these 3 horizontal bars are here at the top, that's the menu. And if you click on the menu, you will see the option for recordings. So that's where all of the recorded lectures can be found. All right, great. Now on to those 3 tasks that you need to complete before the first day of class. So for all 3 of those, we're going to come to the tab for course documents. And you'll see there are an awful lot of things here. The very first thing you need is the handout for the class. So for every single lecture, you are going to need the handout for the day. And for part 1 of the course, you see listed part 1 handout. And this is the document that you need to print and have in front of you for the first day of class. And this document will take us all the way up to the first exam. This has all of the examples and practice problems from lectures. And so you're going to have this in front of you in order to be able to participate in class. So task number 1 is to print the handout for part 1 of the course. Okay, going back to course documents. Task 2 is to find the course syllabus. So up at the top, you see the course syllabus. And so task number 2 is to take a moment to read through the course syllabus and just familiarize yourself with our course policies, formulate any questions that you have for us for the first day of class. So task number 2 is to read the course syllabus. Finally, going back to course documents, you see something called your course contract. So task number 3 is to print and complete the course contract. Now, once your contract is completed, you have 2 ways to submit this document. The first is just to bring your course contract with you on the first day of class, and you can hand it in to us on the first day of class. If you need to be remote, then the other option is to submit your course contract electronically, and you can do that right here in Blackboard. Now, if you need some help with scanning this document, if you go over to the tab labeled Project Submission, at the top of that section are some instructions on how you can use an iPhone or an Android phone for scanning documents. Now, if you don't have an iPhone or an Android phone, or you just run into any problems and you need to scan a document at some point in time, feel free to reach out to us and we're happy to help you troubleshoot how you can go about doing this. All right, great. So those are your 3 tasks to be completed before the first day of class. You are going to print out the part 1 handout. You are going to read the course syllabus, and you are going to complete your course contract. All right, great. So that's it. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to Dr. Pons and myself. We'll be happy to chat with you. Otherwise, we look forward to meeting you in just a couple of weeks. Thanks, guys. Bye.